All right, YouTube. What's up? It's Bree Naturel from Chicago, coming to you from the living room. Today is October 17th, and I realize at this point I am officially 1 year natural. I did the big chop back in. No, let me start this way. I stopped perming my hair over 2 years ago, but unfortunately I decided to go ahead and perm my hair because I just felt like it. I wanted a new hairstyle. I wanted a new, different, spectacular, amazing, easy to deal with as far as combing through, styling, time in the morning. You comb out a wrap and you can go. Comb out a couple of curls and you can go. Flip it this way, flip it that way with a perm and you can go. So if I wouldn't have done that back in October of 2010, at that point, I think I was about 6 months because I big chopped in April of 2010. And then I got a perm in October of 2010. So that's April to May, May to June, June to July, July to August, August to September, September to October. That's 6 months. Got the perm. She burned the hell out of my scalp. Guess she thought she needed to leave it on longer than expected because I was natural, but I don't have super coarse hair like that. But not dealing with natural hair so much in your fingers and your hands as a hairstylist, you assume you need to leave it. And she over processed my hair because she made an ass out of herself by assuming. But she did me a favor in hindsight because instead of getting another perm at the appropriate time, I never got another perm again because she burned the hell out of my scalp. So thank you very much for burning the hell out of my scalp. Now I got that perm in October of 2010. I think it was like the 2nd or the 7th. It was between the 2nd and the 7th because my birthday is October 13th. So I was kind of sort of doing this in time for something new for my birthday, hairstyle wise. A big regret. I never got it permed again. I keep saying that. So fast forward to 2011, October, and this is a year from that date. This is a year that I am natural. All this hair on my head is completely natural from a year to this time last year. Exactly, pretty much. So this is not a look at my 1 year natural video. This is a regular ass video coming from Bree Naturel. I want to talk to you about something, and that's why I'm in front of this camera. I guess I will do one of those homages to my natural hair journey, but I'm not interested in doing that right now. It's a big milestone. Yes, it is. I do understand the rest of the women who make sure they get on here and post a video of, the phases, stages of the hair growth and the journey and the hairstyles. But I don't feel like doing that right now. That's not a lot of work, but it's enough work to call it work. So this right here, this communication between me and you, sitting in front of this camera, this is fun to me. This is what I like to do. All that's in behind the screens and putting pictures together, portfolio of my natural hair, that's a lot of work because you got to put that stuff in order of as far as you can, as much as you can do in order of shortest to the longest or beginning to the end. You have to put all that in order and make it interesting so people will watch it. So 1 year natural, how has it been? That's what I should call this. Let me write that down. Excuse me. A moment of silence. I'm writing. That's what I'm gonna call this video. 1 year natural, how has it been? Okay, let's check the time. 5 minutes, good job. Okay, so how has it been? I'll be honest with you. In the very beginning, it was the first time. I've done this big chop 3 times. 3 times, people, 3 times. The first time I did it, I knew I wanted to do it. I was all on YouTube. I saw all the different people and all their videos and watched their hair grow. Video to video to video. Go from real teeny weeny afros to big nice puffs and hanging over their faces, and big nice afros and nice long flowing hair. When they pressed it out, looked just better than the perm because it was thicker and they were shaking and luscious. It was something to be amazed by, because this person was not getting a perm every month. This was this person's natural hair. All they did was put heat on it. So it was nothing that you can take away from her beauty. You know, you couldn't demean her by saying, oh yeah, her hair is pretty and everything, but that's a perm. You know, she got that permed hair. And people always say, oh, you have good hair, good hair. You don't have good hair just because it's long. You have good genes. You have a good diet, possibly. You have, you take care of yourself, possibly. You wash your hair, you know, whatever the case may be. But I don't call that good hair. You're permanent. You know what I'm saying? This is not your natural wave texture. You know, this is not your natural bone straight look, you know. So, although your hair may be pretty cute and everything, you keep yourself looking nice, good hair is healthy hair, plain and simple. So I saw these women with good hair on YouTube, and it was natural. And I said to myself, when I was younger and my hair was natural, I begged my mother for a perm. I felt like an outcast. When my hair was pressed, I couldn't go outside in the rain, couldn't, you know, for fear that it would puff, you know, shrink up, shrivel up. It wasn't the point that it would shrink up, shrivel up. It was the point that my straight hair would no longer be straight if I got caught in the rain, plain and simple. So I begged her for that perm because I didn't know how to take care of my hair. She wasn't taking care of my hair. It was just there, and it was ratchet. It was all torn at the ends because I just raked through it and snatched it up into a ponytail and went about my day as a young girl. I didn't know what else to do with it. She didn't tell me what to do with it, and I didn't know to go out there and seek for myself. I just dealt with what was on my head, slapped some gel in there, some of those big poofy hair holders. You remember those hair holders we used to wear back in the day, made of thread or whatever material, but it was like clothes-like material, those hair holders. And then I saw YouTube and I said, you know what? I want to go natural. So I told my boyfriend at the time, I want to go natural. What do you think? He was on board. Matter of fact, he had dreads. So it was like, cool, do it. So I did it. I wasn't ready for that. Again, people, I wasn't ready. I wasn't really ready to go natural. I knew what I liked. I knew what I was looking at on YouTube. I was looking at those girls with long hair. I wasn't really paying attention to the girls with the short afros, the TWAs. And that's what happened to me. I cut my hair off, all excited, ready to go natural. And then I realized, this is what I look like with no hair, you know? Honestly, not no hair, you know, not pulled back into a ponytail look. Because, you know, when you take that look down, you got hair. But you don't realize when you cut your TWA off, at least I didn't. When you cut your natural hair off and get the TWA going, you don't realize that's not a ponytail pulled back anymore and just showing your face. This is your face, and it's got this little fuzzy hair on top. And there's no pullback, there's no drape coming down, there's none of that. You have to live with that look for about 5, 7. Honestly, you have to live with that look for about 6 to 7 months. Honestly. That's my opinion, because I went through this 3 times. So I should know how long you have to live with a TWA. And the reason why I say at least 6 to 7 months, really 7 months, depending on how fast your hair grows, is because you really can't do anything with it but wash and goes. You know, if you choose to throw gel in your head to curl it up some more, or you choose to throw grease in your head to curl it up some more to get that curly bounce, that real curl texture instead of just the wave. How do I say this? Some people feel like their natural hair looks like Brillo pads or cotton balls. So in order to bring it, to tame it from a cotton ball look or Brillo pad look, you have to moisturize and add some kind of moisture, wetness to your hair so that the coils of your hair can gather together and lay on one another to give you that curl you're looking for, that curl pattern. That's why you don't have a curl pattern, because all the hairs are going where they want to go. They're all like this. And once you put that oil and moisturizer and water on it, they want to find each other and come together like this and curl up like that, because that's what you're making it do. I got to find somebody because we wet now. So for the first 6 to 7 months, depending on how fast your hair grows, that's what you're dealing with. You're either dealing with hair that's just like this because it needs moisture, it needs some attention. You've been asleep on it. Then it's kind of like this until you fluff it up. And then when you fluff it up, it fluffs up to this. It's still not together. So once you put the oil on it, it comes together and you can walk out the door. That's a wash and go. Your hair is too short to braid. Your hair is too short to do anything to it. So you stuck with a TWA. You stuck with the short look. And you have to deal with it. You have to learn to love yourself and your face and everything else that goes with you until your hair grows out some more, where you can braid it and possibly get you a sew-in. You know, the Africans can catch hair, but you don't want to go up in there and have them braid your hair too soon, and then it's hurting because they have to literally pull your hair away from your scalp in order to gather it and braid and proceed with the braiding technique. And then you need to keep in mind, sure, you made it through that part. They braided it. It hurt. Ouch. Now they have to sew your weave on. Or the girl has to sew your weave on. That's going to add a whole lot more attention than you just making it through those braids back there. So you find yourself with a hurting head, which you shouldn't have a hurting head with these sew-ins. I don't know why people like to yank and snatch your hair so tight with these sew-ins. It's thread, for goodness sake. Once you tie it, it shouldn't go anywhere. You don't have to snatch my scalp like that. Okay? So for the first 6 to 7 months, again, TWA, short do, a puff. You know, you put your little headband around your head and push it back. You know, some people don't like the way that makes their head look. Make your head look small, make your head look big, make you just look unattractive to yourself. You have no idea how the rest of the world perceives you. You could walk outside and somebody thinks you look like an African queen, a goddess, just gorgeous altogether. But because you're not used to seeing yourself looking like that, and you're used to seeing yourself looking a certain way, and you find that sexy, appealing, and attractive, this right here, the TWA, you feeling like, it's not me. But in actuality, baby girl, it really is you. It's you. It's the real you. Just give it some time. It's like a newborn baby. You know, baby comes out bald head. Some babies come out with a lot of hair. It's the genes. But over the years, that baby's hair grows and grows and grows. And then when she's like 8 or 9, she got hair on her shoulder, or hair right here, or wherever her hair stops. But you have to start over from somewhere unless you do the transitioning thing where you're dealing with two textures. And honestly, to me, the two texture look, that looks nasty because you got stringy hair hanging down from here. Some people, not a lot of people, most people have, it looks straight, so straight. And then you see all this wavy bushy and you kind of looking at the girl like, damn, fix your hair, comb your hair. What the fuck is wrong with your head? Because it's not like she went a sign that say transitioning to natural. She just looked nappy-headed, literally. And I'm not saying that derogatory. Hell, I know I got nappy hair, but my hair is not causing people to stop and look at me like I see puffy at the top, I see bone straight at the bottom. What the fuck is wrong with her hair? That's what I be thinking. I've seen a couple people, but now I know they was transitioning. The world doesn't know you transitioning. Get over yourself. Let go of that bone straight ass hair. Cut that shit off. If you made the decision, you going natural. Fucking go natural. Seriously. I'm just saying. Just go natural. Let it go. Okay, so 7 months I could braid my hair. 8 months I could braid my hair. And I'm not talking about little bitty tiny braids. I'm talking about nice braids. I was putting like 5 braids in my head by 8 months, I think. 7, 8 months. I was getting sew-ins at like 5 and 4 months. But like I said, they kind of hurt. That's why I'm telling you now. Do it at your own risk. If you dying to look like you got long hair, or you dying to change your look up, do it at your own risk, because it's going to hurt. You're going to spend good money, especially if you get that Remy Indian hair. And you're going to feel stupid, because you're going to be sitting at home ready to take your hair out because it's hurting or it's itching. It's something about having natural hair that my hair just does not like sew-ins anymore. When I had permed hair, it was like the thing. No big deal. Go get a sew-in, deal with a little pain, look beautiful for a month or two with long hair. But as a natural, checking time, 16. Okay, as a natural, I wasn't able to keep sew-ins in my hair that long because it itched. And it hurt. It bothered me. So I took that shit out. I'm one of those women. I wouldn't care if I paid $400 for my hair. If it hurts and I want to make sure I still have hair after this hairstyle, I'm going to take it out. I'm going to take it out. So I rock TWAs. Wash and Goes was my best friend. Wash and Goes. Conditioner. Wash and Goes. And I did the whole put that big goodie band. Do I have one of those things over here? No, I don't. Okay, well, I did that. I really didn't like the way it smushed my head. I think I have a small head, and I don't like to draw attention to the fact that my head is so small. And when I put that headband thing on, that you put around you pull over your head around your neck and then lift it up and push it up, it made my head look smaller. And I don't have a big forehead, thank God for that. So it didn't affect my forehead status, but it definitely drew attention to the fact that I have a small head and little baby ears. I got small ears too, so I didn't like that hairstyle too much. Now, where am I at now in my journey? I talked to you about first months, talked to you about the middle months. Now I'm going to talk to you about the end of the 1 year journey. I'm twisting my hair a lot. I'm finding that it's no problem coming through my hair. I have no problems making it through my hair. I did in the beginning. And when I say the beginning, I mean the first time around. It was trial and error that first time that I cut my hair off. Then I permed it. The second time was because I missed it and I wanted to give it another try. A real try. I permed it because I got mad. I got mad at my boyfriend. And I didn't know if he was going to be my boyfriend anymore. And I hate to be so self-conscious and concerned about what the opposite sex thinks of me. But I'm honest enough to admit that to you. Because somebody might need to hear that. It's okay to feel like, am I still attracted to the opposite sex? Can I still pull the kind of guys I know I'm interested in? Am I gonna look like I'm from Africa? And so I permed it because he was out of my life. He accepted it, but he was no longer a part of my life. So I didn't know if the next man that I was interested in or wanted would accept me with a natural. So I permed it. That was my rationale. And I'm honest enough to admit that to you ladies. And fast forward. I cut it off again. Now, why did I cut it off this last time? Because I just said to myself, damn, she burned the hell out of my scalp. And you know what? I shouldn't have never got that damn perm. I just wasted 6 months of my life. But then I realized, and in actuality, I didn't waste 6 months of my life. Those 6 months taught me that I liked my texture. It wasn't long yet. It wasn't like it was down to here and I permed it. And, you know, those 6 months gave me enough time to be natural, to know what natural was. And it showed me you've been permed for so many years and conformed to the status quo of what a black woman's hair should look like, which is a perm nowadays. Having a natural is not natural anymore. Honestly, it's being the opposite. To most people, perms is the norm. That's natural for most people nowadays. So to go back and cut off all that and start all over, I need to think of a word for it. It was like I was telling myself, I was really telling myself, my insides, I love you, when I cut that perm off for the 3rd time. Because I had truly accepted my hair. And I didn't realize that I had accepted my hair until she permed the fuck out of my head. And when she did that, she let me know, had I never put this perm in my head, I would have never experienced this again. I've never had scabs in my head the way that woman put scabs in my head from that perm in October. And so I told myself, by cutting that permed hair off after one application, that was my mind's way of telling my body, I love you. Because I never want to do this to you again. No matter how much I miss the ease and the flow of a perm look, I don't want to do this to you anymore. And here I am, a year later. Ladies, you have to learn how to love yourself in order to make it. You have to learn how to love yourself in order to make it through this journey. It's not easy because you're going to get looks. You're going to get people in your family that may tell you, you know, you look ugly, you look like you from Africa or Cambodia or something. But you have to be able to withstand all those negative comments where you're being criticized for just being who you are. And I can't believe I'm crying. But as you can see right now today, I have this little hat on my head. These are widely used by everybody. Perm, natural, it doesn't matter what your hair looks like. A lot of people use these. And all I have under here are some twists. And I used to be so concerned with how I look to people. Not so much as how I look to myself. You know, once I felt like I was cute, then I was done. But I used to do my hair for other people. Are you doing that? Are you doing that? Are you getting weaves and sew-ins and perms because you want other people to tell you you cute? Or, I like your hair? Or where did you get it done? Or are you doing your hair for you? That's really the bottom line. And whether I'm with somebody that'll accept me or not, as far as looking for somebody to accept me or not, because I have natural hair, at this point in stage in the game, I don't give a fuck. Because I come too far to put a perm in my hair unless I want to. Keyword, unless I want to. So, for sure, you're gonna accept me. And it was just proven yesterday when I went to the thrift store. I went to just look around and see what was going on. And let me show you what's up under my hat. Well, the point of that story is I had this look, it was just the hat on. You put your hat on your head, completely on your head, and then you push it back with your little twist up under there. Pull your ears out, and I put a bobby pin on this side and a bobby pin through there on that side to keep it stationary so it wouldn't fall off, pull it back too far. Because my hair is not that long yet. But as you can see, and as you can tell from a lot of my videos, I just get on and talk to you guys. I don't worry about, do I have makeup on? Is my face right? I don't worry about, do I have earrings on? Hell, half the time I don't worry about if I got clothes on. I do a video in my robe because I'm securing myself. I love me today. I love me for real. And a lot of y'all with all this face full of makeup and rosy pink cheeks, rosy red cheeks, baby girl, you black. Your cheeks not red. You know what I'm saying? Face full of foundation, baby girl, you what? No older than 35 or something. Baby, you don't need all that. If you gotta pile all that stuff on just to come to me and do a video, what's really going on the inside? Because you don't have to put all that on to sit in front of this camera and deliver a message. You doing that because you want me to think something about you. You doing that because you want me to ask you how you do your makeup. Do a tutorial. You doing that because you don't really love yourself. And I welcome anybody, natural or not, to put a video up and tell me, oh, I love myself. Just because I wear makeup don't mean I don't love myself. Honestly, if you make sure you put makeup on every day before you walk out the door, before you see your friends and family, before you go over your boyfriend's house, if you gotta go to bed with makeup on because you over some dude's house because you want to look the same when you wake up, you don't love yourself. I don't care how you try to rationalize it. Trust me, you can't love yourself, because if you did, you wouldn't care if anybody saw you like this, because you will still be you. That's why I think I just broke down into tears, because going natural taught me that. Now I understand with a TWA, you want to make sure your eyebrows on point. You want to put a little mascara, a little eyeshadow, maybe a little lip, maybe a little cheek. But all that foundation shit, unless you got really bad skin, miss me with all that. Black people don't have pink rosy cheeks, okay? And we don't have pale skin. We got color. So when you pout your face full of all that, you taking away from some of your natural beauty because you're up under all that. That's not you. And if I was a dude, I don't even know if I want to take you home, because all that shit gonna be on my pillow in the morning. Anyway, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm gonna say that for later, because you ladies that into this whole makeup thing, and don't get me wrong, I got a makeup kit too, but I don't come on here and make sure I'm all dolled up for y'all, because I don't give a fuck. I'm just trying to talk to you. That's all I'm trying to do. And relay something that I found out. Give you a bit of information. Give you a little bit of hope. Because Lord knows I needed a little bit of hope before I went and did what I did. So, like I said, as you can see, my little twist. Nothing spectacular. But also, and you can see that my little twists are doing something for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like really happy with who I am today. And now, don't get me wrong, I'm not one to walk out the door, specifically like this, because I would like for my hair to be longer before I walked out the door with my hair in these twists. I will. But because, I feel like a little kid by the head, I wouldn't do that. And the way to get around that, but in my house with my man, this is what I look like. He knows I clean up well. He knows what he has. And apparently, the man in the thrift store knew what he saw, because this was how my head looked. And he was a nice, about 6'3", well built, well dressed, had a suit jacket on, baby, up in the thrift store. And he approached me like a man. None of that, hey Miss Lady, hey, how you doing? He came up to me, caught my eye, got my attention, and said, hi, how you doing today? And I looked at him, I said, I'm fine. How about yourself? You know, how you doing? He says, I'm doing pretty good. I was wondering, if you had a boyfriend. I saw you here, and I was just wondering if you're seeing anyone, if you're attached to anybody. You know, he kind of threw me off my game a little bit, because men really don't approach me. Men don't approach me like this, because I'm too Afrocentric for some men. And I'm not Afrocentric, it's just that they can clearly see how my hair is. And I wear glasses. I had this whole look going on. The glasses, the hair, and this little head thing. And he was trying to get to know me, and I had to let him know, no, I'm good, I have a boyfriend. So people, I'm going to go ahead and end this, because I could talk on and on and on, but I don't want to do that. I do understand once you guys look at the time frame of how long a video is, you might not watch it. And I'm already at 30 minutes. So, yeah, I'm just going to cut it off right here. Peace. Bree Natural. And I love me today. You need to love you today, tomorrow, next week, and forever, natural or not.